So I just want to actually do like another video here about self-injury eating disorder. Not making it as such, but try to actually explain why I became interested in a way. So far, that word was totally unknown to me. It only actually became known a few months ago. Well, yeah, a few months ago. And it was just by pure chance. I was not really looking for anything. I was not really looking to actually do anything. It's just I became aware of someone having Tourette syndrome, sorry, and I didn't know what it was. So I just decided to try to actually see, to learn, check the web to see what it was exactly. And so I checked, I've seen what it was, went onto YouTube, just wanted to actually see, like, what were the symptoms really, like how people, were actually, how it was for them to actually live with this type of syndromes. But of course, it's actually the funny ha 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 thingy, just like, okay, it's actually some funny stuff in a way, but when you actually scratch the surface and you actually dig a bit deeper, it's really not that funny anymore. Well, I personally don't think it's actually that funny past a certain stage. And I came across a Drunk Seawater videos. So I kind of actually wanted to actually learn more about the Tourette's, which I did in a way. But that's the problem. I didn't actually realize that that young lady had like one or two other issues, if I can actually put it that way. So yeah, so she kind of really actually opened up my world, and well, my world, just like that world, and in a way that, it was just mind-boggling. So the video is more like for people like me that were not really aware, by chance or whatever, just like, life is life. So some people actually exposed to it, some people actually less. So it's for me, yeah. So I just wanted to actually see what Tourette's was. So I just started checking, went on through her videos, and I actually bought a book as well, just actually in order to actually help her, to actually support her, because I think it's actually a great cause. I mean, not many people actually know about it. Now it's actually, more and more people actually are aware of it, and it's actually good. It's actually good. So I think so for people actually suffering with SI or EDs, if more people actually be aware of the signs, so these people will actually feel like less lonely and stuck to something that they probably can't really actually deal along with. And if people actually could actually see these symptoms and signs, it's like, at the early stage, then communication can actually be open, and maybe then be able to actually get these people actually the help they need. So once I actually go to a book, I've seen like a few videos, and I was like more like thinking about it, especially aside. That's something that really freaked me out. I'm sorry, but that's really like, my mind still can't actually really understand as to why, but so I've seen people, like a person actually really close to me, that's actually a friend of mine, and the way it was actually shown to me, that really, that made me angry in a way. That made me angry, and angry towards the lady with the videos, because, and I wrote her an email. I mean, she actually nicely responded back to me, and the initial reaction would actually be like a total, like, you can't actually understand what is going on as to why she did something like that. And and someone actually closed. So I didn't know anything about it. So that's the point, right? So it's yeah, I was not really too happy about that, and I decided to do something about it. And so I was actually thinking, okay, in my position, what can I do? You know, around my close friends and stuff. Eating disorders aside, stuff like that, just doesn't really. I can't really actually see it. So I thought, but at work, what can I do? I work for actually a big corporation, like thousands of people. So maybe I thought, like maybe I could actually try to actually get something with work. Since I'm there, something with like eating disorder or something, and actually try to actually maybe create like some type of blogs or something, create like a group, and what I do, I just like discuss this with like other colleagues, and maybe try to actually create something. So, but it's actually an ongoing project, so that's something. So, what else could I do? Um, I enjoy photography. Okay, so I'm actually passionate about it. I really enjoy it. So I thought, I know lots of models. I know lots of photographers. I know makeup artists, fashion stylists, whatever. And so I thought, hey, hold on a second. I've actually read and seen and heard Adrian Seawater's poems. I'm not really like a poetic person, but these poems, I mean, really actually, the yeah, they're actually a bit different. So I actually like them, and so I thought maybe I could actually do like some pictures around it. So I exposed my projects and my ideas to Adrian Seawater. I think she liked it. And so, hopefully we'll be able to actually do some pictures about with these poems. So what else I had? I actually a member of the Irish Red Cross. So that's actually a cool one as well, because I'm actually in touch with lots of paramedics, nurses, doctors, and I actually see pretty actually bad stuff as well. I already actually asked about SI, and they're actually saying like in Ireland, there's a lot of like people that do that are actually very badly scarred, if I can put it that way. And so I thought like, well, maybe it's something I could actually just maybe do as well. Just try to create like awareness or to actually do something. So I'm just actually thinking about that as well. So what else? I had like another project I would like to do. I love boating, sailing, stuff like that. So I know lots of people actually in the industry as well. So I thought maybe that would actually be a good idea to maybe actually get involved. People with like eating disorder or something, uh, kids or something, and bring them together. For instance, like on a yacht, on a boat, with just like a captain or something, or people actually can actually show them the ropes, and they would be able to actually be more aware about the wildlife, the marine life around here on island. I mean, it's actually beautiful. So that's actually maybe like a project as well. I might actually just dig into it a bit more. Just like this is like long-term projects, but that's actually what I here can actually try to do in order to actually raise awareness about these illnesses, and which I think is actually terrible. And I think those people actually probably very lonely, and it's very serious. And I think it's actually very serious. It's a shame that actually it took me like a long time to actually made aware of it. But now that I am, I will definitely actually try to be more vigilant. If I actually see or something like that, and making sure like those people actually get the help that they need and they deserve, basically. So I'm not actually here to actually become a psychiatrist or whatever. No, I'm not actually interested in that. I just wanted to actually have the facts, know why it was, and basically just create awareness. I will always actually, in my channels or whatever, just forward these issues back to the professionals, of course, or the people that actually suffered themselves, like I drank the seawater, and like friends and stuff. So these people can actually be contacted, and at least they can actually have like more information and more thought about what exactly they were actually feeling inside, and they could actually they could relate more instead of actually me, because I can understand the words, but I can't actually relate. And so that's why the video I was actually going to try to actually make is for people like me that well, had the chance not to actually be exposed to this kind of issues, but still want to actually help, in a way, and basically actually reach out to these people and just just basically spread the word. So until next time, bye.